Hi, welcome back to Gaming for Gamers. Once again, rainy London, Nor, and this is Green Park, which is got the original name because it's green and a park, I guess. It's very near Buckingham Palace in London. It's quite a famous park, and yeah, if you go across this, you would end up at Buckingham Palace. So anyway, that's a little backstory, and it's raining. Of course, it's always raining. Anyway. So today, just a very small video, probably even smaller than usual, on something that has come up in the news of gaming, or the world of gaming, which is the shutdown of Game Informer magazine online, or physical copy, both, by GameStop, after 33 years. Now, I can't say that it's something that I've used a lot. Of course, I know what it is, and I've been aware of it, but it's not something I can say, oh, I remember looking at that on there. I probably glanced at it a few times, like I glanced at many sites, many things on YouTube, many different research outlets. But it's not something I can say I've got long history with, but obviously it has long history. 33 years is a very long time to be making reviews and talking about gaming. And it's just been shut down, which I think is worthy news anyway. In the world, as we all know, with shops in our high road, with manufacturing things we like, with old brands of sweets and everything, game publishers as well, obviously. Things come and go, and it's sad, but it's life. But I think there's other issues in this as well. Number one, it was shut down really suddenly, which is obviously horrible. There's been so many gaming studio layoffs recently and shutdowns, which were completely unwarranted and unannounced, other than they just suddenly did it, even after successful game launches. We can go into all that another time, or not, but it happens too often now. And so that's part of it. Apparently they had no idea they were being closed down, and some of the people were on holiday doing work in other areas, and they just didn't know. And the statement that was released reportedly from Game Informer was not written by anyone there. Obviously GameStop just set up something and just did it without anyone's consent. But that's bad. It happens a lot in gaming, as we know. There's lots of horrible practices, and it's not just about what they do to consumers, it's what they do to their own. But one of the things that struck me as the most awful is that they also completely closed down and removed the Game Informer website. Again, it's not something I've used really. It's not something I'm generally into for no particular reason. It's just not something I have been, but I know what it is again. And I've obviously been aware that it's been around for a long time. And the thing that's really shocking and concerning about this is the close down is bad. It's like where they close anything, and people are laid off, and it's unfair. But there's a bigger part to this, which is the close down of something where they then wipe the whole servers, or in this case they remove all the access to the site. So those 33 years of reviews and insight into gaming is all gone, all that history, and it's scary. Because something we need to consider in the modern world, not just with gaming, but it happens with gaming, and this is another reason why I'm touching on this, because it's also a bit like old games that they remove access to and you can never play it again because they're digital online, or games that we've even had in our libraries and they decide, well, you can't play that anymore, so although you bought it, you can't have it. And it happens slightly in gaming already, and they're just wiped off the face of history, those games. And it's the same with this, where all that history is gone. And in the past, when the digital era has not helped us, you'd think it would, but it's not. In the past, with physical media, it was almost impossible to wipe things from history. If you go back into ancient history, there's plenty of situations where the pharaohs wanted to remove the last pharaoh's effigies, so they chiselled out all their faces of sphinx and temples, etc. And it happened in all the ancient cultures. They tried to obliterate the last leaders and things like that, and it was damn difficult because they had to go around knocking down physical statues and burning books and destroying physical coins with people's faces on them, and etc. And of course, as we've seen in history, and this is in ancient, that's not succeeded. We can still find evidence of lots of those people they tried to remove, and we still know about them. That's how we know they tried to remove them. But with digital things, it's just a press of a button. No one has to go out and chisel faces off pyramids. You can just press a button and the site's gone. And that's kind of scary, because modern culture depends a lot on digital access and digital media. And whatever the thing is, and whatever the site is, it doesn't have to be a video game, it doesn't have to be a video game site, it can be a site about anything. But a site that has historical content, either just general coverage, it doesn't have to be something amazing, it just has to be something that's been around, that's got content, just like the local newspaper in whatever area you're in. And it might not have got something that's amazing, earth-shattering, but it's got history because it's been on a long time, and there's things you can only find in the records in that. In a certain way, and it's gone. And it's very difficult, like I said, to remove physical media, but it's very easy to, as we just talked about, as I just said, to remove digital media, because you just press a button, block the site, and all that 33 years history of Game Informer is all gone. No one can access it, all those reports, all those reviews, gone forever. Yeah, I dare say some are saved by the people that work there, but no one else can access them because they're gone. And they should be there. Why would they not be allowed to be there, so that people could still go back and review things and look at things from 30 plus years ago, other than GameStop just being scummy and spiteful and nasty. And it doesn't just show a lack of care, because doing this doesn't benefit them in a financial way. Closing Game Informer down I can't argue that I don't know the ins and outs of it, so I'm not going to say it is or isn't, but certainly blocking the site and deleting everything on the site or blocking access to it, that doesn't benefit them financially. So they're just doing it to be spiteful and to be awful, and because they don't care, and they've got no greater care other than this is what we're going to do, so let's do it. And that's a horrible attitude for anyone to have, whether it's your friend, your family, a game company, or anyone in the world. And it's horrible when someone can just press a button and remove all that history of gaming and all the work that people have done in putting that together over many, many years. So it's something we should all be worried about, not just because of Game Informer, but like I said, it affects how they remove digital access to games we've purchased or we've liked, and they're just wiped from history. And ongoingly, if that's the word, ongoing in the future, it will be something that they do more and more. They'll just remove games. They already stop supporting live service games just when they feel like it, and that game's not, we can't play that anymore. So it's something that happens more and more, and it's something that will happen more and more because they can do it, and they will, because they've shown that in games, they've shown that in live service, in online games, and they've shown that now in a site that's been going many, many, many years, and they've just destroyed it. So it's just a fault, like I said, it's a bigger fault about the world in general, not just about gaming. It's something that can affect all manner of digital media and digital cultural heritage. But we should all be a bit worried about it. Anyway, thanks for watching Gaming for Gamers from rainy Green Park, and Noah, who's getting very wet. I wish she had an umbrella. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care for now.